What's up, YouTube? We back again with another reaction. Follow up the episode 1 of the Tiger King reaction. This time we're doing episode 2. So, basically, I still don't know how to judge these people in this show, to be honest with you. Like, everybody has like an opposing story or kind of like an opposing motive that they're going through to kind of contradict your thoughts, your initial thoughts on them. So, episode 2, boom, starts off with a bang. The first scene is this. I thought it was a dude, but it's a female. That's beside the point. Is this mug laying on the ground, arms stringed up in the grass, right? Tendons, ligaments of various sorts and kinds hanging out this person's arm in the grass, bro. I'm like, what the hell? So, boom. That's what happens is this girl named Saf or whatever, she was playing with the lions or the tigers or whatever. Boom, got her arm bit off, like you would expect to happen more on a regular basis, but it doesn't. Whatever. So consultation for the doctor. They say we can either amputate it, you know what I mean, or we can go through 2 years worth of surgery and get pretty much your full mobility and functionality out of it. And she says, just amputate it so I can get back to work. Okay, so the reason why she said that is because Joe Exotic said that we'll lose money, this, that, and the third if we're not up to our standards, if we're not working every day. So she basically chose to amputate her arm for Joe Exotic. Cult. This is a cult, bro. This is the first signs of this being a cult, man. So not only is she the only one with a missing limb type situation, but this other dude, he has dope ass legs. He got like clowns and stuff on his legs, double below the knee amputation. He has prosthetics. Excuse me. He has prosthetics or whatever. Everybody's like, oh, bruh, you work with lions, man. You got your legs bit off, man. You vicious lion attack, vicious tiger attack. What are these tigers, right? Yeah. I keep saying lions. Oh, vicious tiger attack. Oh, you must have got stepped on by an elephant type situation. This man said no. A ziplining accident. Bauer, stop. It's my dog. A ziplining accident, man. This man was ziplining at like the Kmart parking lot or something wild. I don't know about it if it's the Kmart parking lot, but yeah, he got his amputation was because he was ziplining, not because of a vicious dope ass tiger attack, but because he was ziplining without the necessary safety precautions. But honestly, ain't nobody in this story had limbs for real except this man Joe Exotic. All right, so there might be a little pause, little segmented area right there because my dog was barking at me and whatnot. Talk about he finna have me a double amputee if I stop letting this motherfucker out, but whatever. Anyways, so basically nobody in the show has limbs except Joe Exotic and the doc dude, the big cat guy. So obviously they setting their people up for real. But Joe Exotic said that so anyway, the show going on, boom boom boom. Joe Exotic says that nothing in the world is more significant than tigers. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, I honestly, like, I don't ever see tigers, bro. Like, don't nobody ever be seeing tigers. They don't even be on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like, you don't ever really see tigers. I see pandas more than tigers for real. Like, unless I'm going to the zoo, I'm not seeing a tiger. So that was completely false. But that's neither here nor there. And then they start getting into like the more mafia type vibe with it, right? So I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but they talk about how they were smuggling. When you think of smuggling, you think of smuggling crack cocaine, heroin, or like small baby adults, like smaller versions of adults in the trunk. Not these people. These people from Wynnewood, Oklahoma, were smuggling exotic animals, i.e. snakes, i.e. tigers, i.e. lions, boa constrictors, like falls in the category of snakes, and don't forget elephants. You got me all the way confused. If you think I'm putting a trunked up elephant in my glove compartment to get from I don't even know where they were getting these animals from, honestly. Probably like South America. So that means I don't know. I'm not putting an elephant in my glove compartment, a boa constrictor in the back seat in my child's car seat just so I can get it back to my zoo. That's wild. So like that's one mafia aspect of it. And the other one is, the big cat dude. I knew this was all real when they compared this man to Tony Montana, or better known as Scarface, right? So I knew it was real then because I'm like, man, they really like look up to these people and have these people on a high standard over an exotic animal farm, so a zoo. So that's just wild to me. Like, this isn't just like some type of like inner circle. These people like almost, they try to like run the country, run the world, right? Okay, so yeah, so he gets compared to Scarface, and I'm like, that's honestly like the second highest honor in the world. You know what I mean? Like in terms of comparison, behind like Wayne or the president, not this president, like former presidents and stuff like that. But anyways, so then we get in. So like quick blurb, the big cat dude, I don't know what state he's in still. The big cat dude, he has like, they said he has like 5 to 9 wives. And then Joe Exotic has 2 husbands. And they showed the funeral, bro. And it's so funny. Not because they're gay or anything. That's, be free, love who you want to love. But it was just, they look so silly together, bro. Like, it's Joe Exotic, the blonde / black mullet dude. Then this other dude who looks a lot younger, who got tattoos. No teeth right here. And low-key no hair either. He looks young, tattoos all over the place. And then they got this like young skater dude from California. So it's like all types of different like demographics, but they're all white. All types of demographics coming together to love. Actually, low-key, that's a good story, bro. That shows that you can love anybody, man. And anybody can, you know what I mean? Like, there's somebody out there for everybody. So shout out to Joe Exotic and shout out to his 2 husbands, man. Anyway, boom. So now we're getting into the part where Joe Exotic, Carol Baskins is taking her energy and trying to take down Joe Exotic and all these other tiger sanctuaries, right? So Joe Exotic pulls up on her sanctuary, Big Cat Rescue. So her whole thing is they take these cats from, other zoos, other private zoos, and rescues them. But like I said in my last episode, I don't really know if I trust her, because how can you take a cat from another zoo and then bring it to your place but not set it free? You know what I mean? So like, she's basically doing the same thing and just using Joe Exotic's name to make her more popular. That's just my take on it so far. I'm only on episode 2. All right. So boom, Joe Exotic and his little crew, man, this shit it's funny as hell, bro. They're like infiltrating the opposition, man. It's so funny. So they go tour her place, right? And it basically looks like a lot worse condition than his is, honestly. They look like it's like smaller cages, not as many tigers. They're not like roaming as free as they are at Joe Exotic's place, for example, or obviously in the wild. So I'm saying, like, is she fighting for these animals, or is she just making her name bigger? You know what I mean? And I'm like, she looks untrustworthy too. She got these big old eyes kind of like this, you know what I mean? And we're gonna see what Carol's all about. All right, so listen to this, dog. So so they tour his place. They tour her place, and they only find like a few. They found like 11 or 12 tigers, and he's like, man, there's supposed to be more tigers here. Look what this dude Joe Exotic does. A lot of people, they would persuade one of their homies to go in there, ask Carol some questions, try to get some more information, or pay one of the people who work there to get some more information. Not a lot of people would rent a helicopter. Joe Exotic rented a helicopter. I don't know where you rent a helicopter from. Do you go to U-Haul to rent a helicopter? I know Home Depot has a little rental center in the back. Do you get one from there? Like, where do you even rent a helicopter from? He rents a helicopter, flies over the sanctuary to see where the rest of the tigers are. To see where the rest of the tigers are, right? And then so I'm like, oh, this dude cold. Like he's really trying to get to the bottom of it. But then like Carol has a tiger who has seizures every time she hears a motorized vehicle, so she started seizing and stuff. And then like I'm like, all right, so now I'm mad. But he bought he rented a helicopter. That's next level spy type shit. That's next level peeping Tom type shit. Like, bro, just worry about yourself at that point. Like, I wonder how much that costs. He must have bread if he rented a whole ass helicopter. So I'm mad or whatever, right? Then they show this man like runs a damn detox / homeless shelter for these people. Like he finds homeless people, stranded at gas stations or sitting on the corner, stuff like that, and gives them like employment, gives them housing quarters. So I'm like, damn, now I'm back on his side. Like, man, this dude dope. I'm like, man, F Carol Baskin, bro. Like, she trying to shut down a rehab facility, man. Shout out AA. She trying to shut down a rehab facility, the homeless shelter or whatnot. I'm like, man, Joe Exotic for president. And then they show the housing quarters. And I'm like, God, now I'm not on his side anymore. It's like an emotional frenzy, man. I'm like these, right? Joe Exotic this, Joe Exotic that. I'm like, man, I don't know. So then they show the inside of the housing quarters, right? And they got rats in the drawers, man. It looks like a American Horror Story trailer, whatever that means. I feel like I don't know what that means, but I feel like that was a good comparison. It looks like an American Horror Story trailer, man. Rats and roaches are the line that I draw. I don't know where the line goes or what the line is separating, but that's the line. Rats and roaches on this side of the line, everything else good and bad on this side of the line. So I'm like, man, I don't like it, bro. And that's kind of like where episode 2 kind of tails off right there. Not too much happened, but I feel like it's starting to pick up. And but I don't know if it's shout out to Carol or shout out not yet. At the end of every episode, I'm gonna say shout out to Carol, shout out not, because I don't or not shout out, because I don't know what direction they're going with her. Yeah, but low key not shout out to her because I feel like she killed her husband. I feel like episode 3, 4 is gonna get more into that, but she killed her husband, I think. I guess we're gonna find that out soon, right? Y'all probably already know. Y'all probably already seen it. Y'all been quarantined for years. Even if y'all aren't quarantined, y'all be watching the shows on one day. But we're gonna find out if she killed her husband. So right now it's no shout out to Carol. No shout out to Carol Baskins, bro. Anyway, that's been my episode 2. I'm not even gonna say it's a synopsis because I really don't even talk about the show. I just be talking about like highlights. Not even giving the summary of it, I guess. I don't know. It's just my reaction to it, man. So take it or leave it for real. Anyway, peace.